Hey, I shouldn't be telling you this, but if you skip this part of the video, you will miss out on the deal of a lifetime. If you click the link in the description, you will see that Atlas VPN are giving out an offer to get a 3-year subscription for just $1.83 per month. That's less than Netflix's latest price increase. Plus, it comes with 3 months for free and a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the best VPN on the market, and you can use it to watch shows that are not available on streaming services in your country. So you can watch Friends on UK Netflix, no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have a subscription to Netflix. You can even use it on unlimited devices, so everyone in your house can watch Friends on UK Netflix at once. And they keep your searches private, so that we'll all finally stop spying on you. But remember, time is of the essence if you want to get this offer. Just $1.83 per month to get a 3-year subscription by clicking the link in the description below.
Update. I, 32 female, found out my boyfriend's, 38 male, cheating. How do I handle it? Original post. And #X200B. First, to answer some questions. I am a homeowner, mortgage and bills are all in my name. He sometimes contributes to the bills, but due to us not having dated very long, a little over a year, and the fact that I make about twice what he does and he's working on paying off debt, we talked about what he's comfortable contributing during the move-in phase. At no point in that conversation did he mention, paying some other woman's bills. I didn't have any proof there was actually anything physical going on between these two. Just inappropriate texts, snaps and the bill paying and offers to send money. Still cheating in my book, and of course I'll still get tested. She knew all about me. Her marriage ended in her cheating on her husband with my, now ex-boyfriend. He claims he didn't know she was still married when this went down. This ain't her first rodeo, or his, apparently. Now for the update. I took your advice and confronted him directly. We'll call her Shirley, and why are you sending her inappropriate texts and paying her bills? The obvious reaction on his end was, of course, why am I snooping in his phone? So I told him I saw notifications while I was sending myself pictures of our trip and that I read the text messages. Enter long explanation about how there's nothing going on. He's not cheating, he's just flirting. They dated years ago and he started paying those bills at that point and just never stopped, so he's been paying her bills for years and basically keeping her around as an option if you ask me. He offered to cut her off financially, stop talking to her, open phone policy, but I don't think the trust can be restored, so I gave him till the end of the month to leave. There you have it. Good job, proud of yo. Screw that guy, work on yourself and let him rot. It's always when they get caught then they want to stop what they doing. Kudos to you. Good riddance to this loser. Put it in writing. You may need it where you are to kick him out. So you paid most of your bills and he paid hers. There's no way a man would do that unless he was getting something out of it. Good for you, op. You deserve so much better. Eviction notice if you haven't. You want documentation. My girl left me last night as I scared her. Help. Basically what the above title says. Over the past month, me and my girlfriend have been going through a rough patch. I think due to the end of the honeymoon phase. We have been together for 7 months and good friends beforehand. Anyway, she came up to me a few days ago and said she was unhappy with our relationship and in the spur of the moment called it shit. It broke me, as I love her to bits and wanted a future with her. Fast forward a day or two, and she randomly says to me she is going to a bar with a friend. I didn't particularly mind, but given her feelings I asked if I should be concerned. She responded infuriated. I then went out too as I didn't want to be alone, came back and we argued. In the moment, I hit her mattress in frustration, not her, and she started crying. She said things are over as she is now petrified of me and can't see herself forgetting this happened. How do I win her back and regain her trust, and convince her I am not an angry person and she has no need to be scared of me? For reference, we are students and will be living together until July. She seems pretty confident in her decision right now and we have both gone home for the weekend. I will never love someone else like I love her. You can't win someone back that doesn't want to be with you. Give her space. Right now, she's scared of you and has a month of a shit portion of the relationship. You chasing after her is just going to freak her out even more. Why was she unhappy with your relationship? Why were you going through a rough patch? Know that lashing out in aggression, even at inanimate objects, can be extremely scary and intimidating for people witnessing it. For you it might just be an expression of, I'm frustrated. For someone watching it could come across as, I'm this close to punching you. So it makes sense that this is a deal-breaker for her. But it sounds like the relationship ended for many reasons, not just because you punched a mattress. My boyfriend of 3.5 years broke up with me over text. I am gutted and heartbroken. This happened last week. I was dating this guy for 3.5 years and we were planning to move in together next year. He has a 13-year-old daughter he has been raising mainly on his own. Her mother moved to another country. I have 2 kids, 10 and 12, who I have 50-50 custody with their dad. I was patient with him, giving him space, mainly seeing him when the kids weren't around. The plans of moving in together, which he said he wanted, were coming closer and he didn't seem to want to talk about specifics recently. But I was still hopeful. Then I get a text message last weekend which said, "While it's been great hanging out with you the last few years, we are not compatible." It also said that he did not want to jeopardize his unique relationship with his daughter. I read the text several times, then I deleted it. Then I blocked him. I didn't want him to come back just for sex and for me to keep getting hurt. But I miss him so much. Honestly, I know I should move on, but I just want him to come back somehow. Any advice would be appreciated. Edit. Thank you to everyone sending good wishes. I realize now what an asshole move he made to break it off over text, never mind stringing me along for so long, and I should just be glad to be rid of this guy. He called your LTR of 3 years, hanging out. I know it's hard to see it now, but he is not worth your time. What a child. After 3.5 years he didn't show you enough respect to break up in person? Not even a phone call? What unique relationship could you have possibly interfered with? His behavior is sketch. Move on, and keep him blocked. You will eventually stop missing him. You will never forget or forgive yourself for allowing him back into your life. You have been told with great clarity who he is. Believe him. Keep him blocked and focus on you and your kids. It takes a poor excuse of a human to break up with someone in a text message, and especially after so long together. You will quit missing him. Be grateful he did it now and not 2 months after you moved in. Boyfriend itches his butt a lot at nighttime. Anyone else? Update for starters, it's not worms lads, he's been checked multiple times. However, the dry skin thing and hemorrhoids are something I've brought up and he's going to look into. Thank you all for your comments. I will bring some of these up with him because I don't want to embarrass him, but also, itchy butt means something ain't right. My boyfriend is a butt itcher, always has been, but in his sleep he can literally unconsciously itch his ass crack for a solid 60 seconds and it's aggressive as well. It's not worms or anything because I've brought it up before and he's had a look and taken medicine just to humor me, but he says it's a bit between his cheeks that just get really itchy. It's kinda annoying because he wakes me up with it. Anyone else got this or had this and want to share how to help him out? Might have pinworms. Itchy skin is often a result of not getting cleansed well enough. Remind him to scrub his ass in the shower daily. 2 things he should look into are a fungal infection, candida, or hemorrhoids. Both are easily treatable with creams, but you need to know which it is to know the type of treatment needed. Musical notes: pinworms spinning around. Look at his anus and see what ya found. Musical notes. Reminds me of those old childhood adages. Man who goes to bed with itchy butt wakes up with smelly fingers, and, of course, man who stands on toilet is high on pot.